sack him back right around the 30. Shaquille Barrett put that sack by his name in the stat sheet.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Goff. Going underneath, Gibbs has it. So the completion good for 7 there. And that brings up 3rd and a full 10 yards. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him to football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make him make someone miss in the open field.
To throw is Goff. He had a man
He got
open,
pressure.
but he missed him, and it's incomplete. I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
Well, still trailing here, but they do get the late field goal. Now their defense will try to keep this score right where it is heading into the locker room.
Yeah, trailing it to break, you obviously don't want to go in off of a negative play. Give them credit for that one. Finding a way to put points on the board, give them any type of a spark, anything to build off of as they try to plan a comeback.
Well, the Bucs going to take over now late in this first half. And with a huge lead already, they may be thinking, hey, our job's complete for these first 2 quarters. Let's get this to the locker room. They begin the drive on the ground. It's White. And some space here. And how about that for just running out the clock? 48 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot.
And having built that kind of a lead, they're able to do whatever they want right now. All momentum on their side, especially now running the football.
Yeah, you're talking about a defense being on their toes. They don't know what's going to hit them next at this point.
No, they went from toes to heels, and they're trying to figure out how to get back to the toes part.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's a toss right side with White.
You didn't juke?
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Good shot, man.
So we've hit halftime here in Tampa.
I should have called my last time out.
And okay, so
I
let's
want
run
anything to the
halftime
clock.
break. Apparently we're going to get right back to it. It'll be Lions football to start the second half, and they trail here as we get back
how is it their football?
on EA Sports. Here's Raymond bringing it
Oh,
out.
this I received.
And he returns this to the 22. Jared Goff and the rest of the Lions offense set to go to work once more. Any surprise in your mind he's out there to start the second half after 4 first-half interceptions?
I used to be surprised by a lot of things, partner, but in this case I'm not, because you know they want him to be their guy. And the only way to truly establish that is to give him a chance to work through some of the issues he had in the first half.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Let's just make this one succinct. Nice job there. All 11 guys on defense diagnosing the jet sweep and putting it down.
To throw on 2nd down is gone. He'll find Reynolds over the middle. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Credit the sack to Vita Vea.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play-action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They'll try the middle with Montgomery. And he'll take this up to the 30, a gain of 4.
Well, so far, this game has gone the way the defensive coordinator had hoped. They've dictated things. They've not let them run the ball very well at all. They gave up a nice game there. I doubt it'll back off their confidence. They've played so well throughout this entire game.
So here's a 3rd and 14. Gone. And that one to the right side and incomplete.
Just more frustration here offensively, and you can see it in their play and now in their body language. You know they were hoping to put a drive together to begin this third quarter, but it's just not clicking right now. It's going to be a quick call to the punt team.
And here now the punter Fox as he sends this one away. Pulled in at the 24. A pretty good punt, but a nice 13-yard return. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the second half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
Nice rhythm throw there on first down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Line of scrimmage, the 43 on 2nd and 4. Now a toss play. This is White. And this one not going anywhere. They get him at the 44 for a gain of just a yard.
That's a really good job right there. Just kept stringing that play out, pushing him further and further towards the sideline. Really good fundamentals by that defense.
He was trying to put his foot in the ground and turn upfield. He just couldn't.
No, they really had a picket fence in front of him. No room to find to get upfield.
They'll come up now, 3rd and 3. Mayfield off the play fake. And that is incomplete, but a penalty flag coming in. This could be a first down. Well, they've done a good job on these receivers, pretty much held them in check, and they're a little too close for comfort.
And you're always looking for a play to get you going, right? You're looking for someone to make one. But maybe this penalty, this pass interference call, that can help shake them loose.
Play action now. Here's Mayfield. And this one caught downfield by Evans. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A big pickup of 38.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
Now, rather than risk anything, Mayfield here, he's going to call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. Here's White. And the hole closes quickly here.
How did he get loose?
About the 4.
You tell me how he got loose? He wasn't supposed to be loose.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a 3rd time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
White is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown.
And this is where you're hoping you can catch the defense with too many men in the box. You line up in a jumbo set and pull people close to the line of scrimmage and in tight. And then it was all about closing off the angles of pursuit on the strong side and hoping your guy can win the race to the outside. And that time, he takes a toss and follows his lead blocker right into the end zone.
McLaughlin for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it was Rachaad White who wrapped the drive up with a touchdown run.
Tampa. Wait. Yeah.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off.
Going to get.
And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. And Detroit back in possession of the football. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD. And if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here and maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual. Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
And St. Brown going to have the Lions first down as the tackle going to be made up at the 37. Now it's gone. Throw over the middle, he finds Williams. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. It's a gain of 10 for the Lions and a first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long. But a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
14,
And that is going to
7.
do it.
I want to go 14 too. I need a
Action. This is the National Football League on EA Sports.
22.
On first down, it's gone. Now that'll be caught by St. Brown. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. And with this game well in hand, perhaps we are seeing the coverage lighten up a little bit as they got burned there a bit for a first down.
But we certainly know the coach isn't happy along the sideline because he certainly wants them to finish this one out the way they started it. He doesn't want to give up any soft completions, no late points. He wants his lead to stay right where it is.
So from Buccaneer territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Goff now looks to throw. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
It'll be a gain of 5, and 3rd and 1 now. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. To the air again. Goff. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
And
that's
he's
our
not
ball.
gonna get there. Might have even lost a yard. He only needed a yard, but he couldn't even get back to the line of scrimmage. And the Buccaneers
You ain't getting no yard in my yard. You see? You
So
get
he
that?
needed the short yardage, Charles. He elected to try to bounce it outside of the outer third, unsuccessful.
Sometimes those plays are stacked up by the defense and there's nowhere to go, so you have to bounce it outside. And some backs just get impatient. They want to go to where they think there's more open.
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Touchdown, Tampa Bay. Mike Evans, 71 yards. And the Bucs continue to pour it on here in the fourth.
You got your coach.
Well, when coaches come into a game preaching total team effort, CD, I think this is the type of ball game that they're dreaming of. It was pretty apparent early on that they were clicking in all three phases. It's been fun to watch.
Yeah, sometimes in the NFL you end up with matchups like we've been watching here. And when you go back to the early drives, you can just see that one squad was on a different level in this game. Safe to say, we have been disappointed in watching their execution throughout this contest.
Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. Another shot now for this Lions offense. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
What are you doing? I wanna know. Okay. Because all his guys are covered. Dude out there. Wide open. Wide open. Wide open. And you get sacked.
So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's Goff. And my goodness, another interception. And it's a pick six. He brings it back to the house for a Buccaneer TD. Well, what has been a fantastic game for this defense has been rough for this offense, and certainly a signal caller, Charles, that's thrown all these interceptions. Another one there, and this one taken all the way back for the score.
Partner hoping they're holding a nice little spot in the post-game highlights to show this rip of interceptions and great plays this group has made. They've been on it from snap one.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. Well, it's been a struggle so far for this offense, Charles. It's not only that they haven't been able to put the points up, but really stringing yards together has been a real issue for them in this one.
I'm so glad you brought up the yardage because I was thinking to myself, we've seen a lot of NFL games, and we've seen
again.
Interception.
And they gave up. And they gave up.
And it's a pick six.
And they gave up.
He brings it back to the
That
house.
linebacker can't touch that.
Well, this one was already ugly, and now it's just kind of becoming a feast on the defensive side of the football.
Yeah, partner, this is a unit that knows they've got this game in the bag with this huge lead, and it's going to drive their coaches crazy because they're telling them play it straight, do all the right things. But these guys are going to be freewheeling now.
Dude, this score was
and that one
even my turn, dude.
Return for 6.
The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this one was over a
These
while
niggas
ago
are
as they just held on to that big lead.
Dude. Come on, man.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. Goff and this Lions offense set for a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. After the pick six, they go right back to the air. And he's going to be taken down. Goff is sacked. Shaquille Barrett picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
But one thing I do know, these guys on defense, they don't want this game to end. They're winning by multiple touchdowns. They've shut down the opposing quarterback in a big way, and they're still picking up sacks as we approach the end of this one.
Mosley is fixed. We get to.
Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Now gone. A little short pass here taken in by Laporta. And he'll go out of bounds. Looks like right at the 15. So just 3 yards on the completion there. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Goff now to throw. And a quick throw.
They can catch it, but they're going out of bounds.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down. Here comes the Lions punter now.
I'm going for his touchdown.
He'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. Fielded at the 33.
I thought about it.
2-yard punt, 6
but I don't know what I was
return.
thinking.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. Mike Evans and the rest of the offensive unit heading back out there now. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. And how many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this? But it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
Evans. Look at Evans.
On 1st and 10, Mayfield.
Evans, what you doing?
And that's caught inside the 30. And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Come on, Evans.
As that lead just swells and swells. Look, this has been dominance in all 3 phases, offense, defense, and special teams.
So don't we have to give a lot of credit, not just to what we've seen today, but the preparation in advance, coaching staff, commitment by the players to the game plan, and being ready to go in this one? You're exactly right. Clean sweep. And boy, they're going to celebrate this one after it's over.
And on the other side, this is the game film you just flush and never go back and review. The extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. Here's the Lion offense now as they get ready to take over. We said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting
Your boys can't stay, Steve.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counting on to be that inline point of attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred the defense.
No word. When they tired now. They tired.
And the Bucs with an extra defender in the
They
secondary
tired.
now on third down. They'll look to throw here. And that one almost intercepted.
That would have been funny ass.
Well, he's got two already, nearly a third, but not to be, and it's fourth down. So they're forced to punt on fourth as this one's away. That's taken on the 25. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. The Bucs ready to take over once again. Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives.
Evans?
I'm sure that they would like to keep that
Evans?
streak going here and continuing to pour.
Get open, Evans? You get open, Evans? You get open, Evans? You get open, Evans?
And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add their totals. Boy, he has been fun to watch throwing the football in this one. It's certainly not fun for that defense, though, Charles. Now up to 4 touchdown passes in this ball game.
Yeah, we're supposed to be neutral, but I'm feeling their pain right now because he has absolutely carved up the secondary. A clinic on how to attack a defense and take them out of the game.
McLaughlin now to add the PAT. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. They certainly made quick work of that, ultra quick work. One of the fastest drives you'll ever see, just one play resulting in the touchdown. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. No run back here for Raymond. This will be a touchback. Detroit's offense ready to take over. Well, CD, it's all window dressing at this point. I mean, the best they can do is end the game with a nice drive to maybe build some momentum to move forward into their next contest.
Yeah, and with how lopsided this game has been, even one score might not do a lot of cosmetic good on the scoreboard, partner, because it's just about looking forward at this point. Get a touchdown here, give yourself some positive momentum and reps to focus on when you get back to practice in the next couple of days.
Vita Vea able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
We all know he's one of the better quarterbacks in the league, but definitely not today. His team trailing by multiple touchdowns and a late sack. Just a parting gift from the defense for him to take back to the locker room with him.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Meanwhile, Goff's throw complete to St. Brown. Short completion, just 4 yards. And it'll be a 3rd and about 13.
Defense.
They like going to him in the slot. Catches another one.
Defense. Defense.
Why not go back to it? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Now, this is certainly one of the bigger losses that we are going to see for quite some time. And you have to think at this point where we're at in the 4th quarter with how wide this advantage is. For this offense, they're just trying to end things with a positive drive and then get the heck out of here.
Yeah, if this had been a concert, you would have heard plenty of sour notes in this one. But they certainly don't want to end it on one. They want to put together a few more throws like that and at least have a final drive to give them a little bit more hope as they move forward.
Get out of your food here.
Before it's all said and done. And that'll be incomplete with just 6 seconds left on the clock. And one of the whistles for timeout. So they'll stop the clock.
I give y'all timeout, man.
It's been decided in the closing seconds.
You need.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Just know if I catch the ball, I'm scoring.
Goff throwing again. He's airing it out for Williams. And that will be incomplete as time has run out on this football game. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
Certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time.
Is this a 30-minute game?
Obviously, your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, you both want to show your best.
It's a 30-minute game.
That's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.